In a normal world, today would have been the day that we would have had our senior banquet at Liberty University to honor the seniors leaving our program, as some of them as fifth, most of them as fourth, and some even as second and third year seniors. And in lieu of that, we'd like to just take a few moments and acknowledge them all today. We are graduating, or we had 20 seniors on our team, 9 men, 11 women, and they were a group that never experienced a conference loss in track and field, indoor or out. They were a strong team, and we're definitely going to miss the ones that are not returning. Sam Martyr was a senior javelin thrower who never threw javelin before coming here. He walked on our team, tried the javelin, ended up quite quickly throwing 220 feet before he needed Tommy John surgery. Really disappointed for him that he didn't get that season, because he came all the way back from that and was looking good for his senior year. Jovain Atkinson, another fifth-year senior, fourth in the NCAA indoors, and I think what was then his junior year, or maybe that was his redshirt sophomore year, holds the school record in both the indoor and out. He is an aviation major and was here for 5 years, a great contributor when he was healthy. He also was a Big South champion in the 60 meters. Nick Doan was one of our distance runners, all conference many times, steeplechaser. He's actually getting married this summer to one of our female distance runners who will be back, so Nick will still be around, but we'll miss Nick. Jacquez Durham was a 4-year sprinter for us, several times all conference in the 400. Conference championship champion in the Big South, once in the 400, and also a many-time 4x4 conference champion. Lane Gooch came to us from Cedarville to go to grad school, and he was a hammer thrower with just one outdoor season left. Unfortunately, he didn't get to throw it this year, but he was a strong spiritual guy who was a real contributor to our team, and we're looking forward to how God uses him. Isaiah Ignacio ran some 800s for us and settled in more on the 400. He was on the relay sometime, and he's done this year as well. Ben Clement was a walk-on distance runner who only ran, I think, 9:51 and 2 miles in high school, and he went on to be all-conference in cross country and captain on our team this past year. Ben is a great person to have on the team. We definitely enjoyed him. Brad Prentice actually redshirted his senior year so that he could come back strong this year. He did. He PR'd the 800 indoors, finished second in the conference this year, but he was coming back with an outdoor 148.70, and he was on pace to break that this year. Just missed nationals in his junior eligibility year. We'd love to see Brad run again, but he's a nursing major, and he just got a job at Duke Medical Center, and he was a great contributor. Our final runner was Brad Smalley. He walked on the team. We actually redshirted him his freshman year because he wasn't competitive in any of the events, and then he scored 12 points at this last ASUN championship. He was a good long jumper and sprinter and contributed in all those areas. On the women's side, Fiona Barnes is our first senior who came to us from junior college. She was a long jumper, and she scored in the long jump and the high jump and the triple jump as well for us at the ASUN. Deona Davis transferred in here. This was her third school, so she had to sit out a year and only got to compete for Liberty during the indoor season this year. I was disappointed not to get to see what she could do in the 400 hurdles, because that's what she was focusing on for the outdoor season. Her brother is also on our team, Geremy Davis. He's a few-time all-conference, but he is coming back. Paige Demetriadis was a javelin thrower, got to regionals her first year here. She transferred in here from Pitt, I believe, and she's another aviation major. She's finishing up her aviation school shortly, and maybe someday you'll have her piloting a plane you get on. She was a solid javelin thrower when she was healthy. Katie Dodson was a aggressive hurdler. I got to work with her a little bit the last few weeks, which was really fun, and she ran the race of her life, PR, at the last race that she ran, the ASUN Championship, and that was exciting to see. Tanner Elam was a very solid competitor for us. She not only won ASUN and Big South Championships, several, but she also found her husband on the track team. He's getting married this summer to Caleb Hart, who was a javelin thrower for us, and we're going to definitely miss her because she was good at the 1, 2, 4, and 8, and just a great all-around girl. Tammy Kurtz came here with very little track experience, none in distance, and she developed into a all-conference competitor. She struggled with injuries on and off, but when she was good, she was really a fierce competitor. She was captain of our team for a couple years, and she will be missed. Maggie McDermott was a 400-meter runner who placed in the conference in Big South and came back. She left the team for a little while, came back this year, and but didn't get to run the outdoor season. Jaden Mulder was a 4-year hurdler for us out of Canada. Solid competitor, all conference in the hurdles at different times. Savannah Pidkameny was a javelin thrower who placed in the conference meet. She didn't throw javelin before coming here. I think she maybe played softball, and she took it up and was able to help our team. Courtney Stroman came to us as Courtney Dowling. She got married last summer, and she's actually going to probably get to run at a school where she's going to grad school, but she was ASUN champion this year in the 400. She's really going to be missed. She was a good, solid competitor in the 1, the 2, and the 4, and I'd love to have another one of her. And then finally, Patria Vayamona came to us all the way from Hawaii. She was a competitive thrower in the shot, the discus, and the hammer, and you can count on her to get you your points. She was part of a real strong throwing crew that we had here at Liberty, and we're sorry to see her be done and miss her last season, but we'll see what God has for her in the future. Those are the 20 seniors that we would be hearing from this year. I missed the fact that I would hear their comments that we normally did at every senior banquet, and but I do believe they'll go out and have an impact in this world for Jesus Christ.